Once upon a time, in a far-off kingdom, King Edward lay in his grand bedchamber, surrounded by the soft glow of candles and the gentle rustle of silk sheets. His chest rose and fell with a contented sigh as he gazed out at the parade of maidens gathered before him. For months, the king had been on a quest to find the perfect match, and his search had become the stuff of legend. Every night, a new maiden would be brought to his chambers, hoping to capture his heart and win the coveted title of queen. But King Edward was a man of discerning taste, and none had yet managed to hold his attention for long. He had kissed the lips of the loveliest ladies in the land, but none had set his soul aflame. As he gazed out at the latest gathering of hopefuls, his eyes narrowed in scrutiny. Which one of these beauties would finally ignite the passion he so desperately sought? The maidens fluttered their eyelashes and curtsied low, each one hoping to be the chosen one. But King Edward's mind was elsewhere, lost in thoughts of the perfect match, the one who would make his heart sing and his kingdom prosper. King Edward gazed out at the sea of faces before him, his eyes scanning the crowded ballroom with a mix of boredom and longing. Another night, another maiden to conquer. He had made it his mission to bed every eligible maiden in the kingdom, driven by a restless desire for pleasure and a fear of commitment. But as he danced and flirted his way through the evening, he couldn't shake the feeling that something was missing. He had tried every type of woman, the innocent, the experienced, the sweet, and the sassy, but none had ever truly satisfied him. As the night wore on, Edward found himself growing increasingly frustrated. What was he searching for, exactly? What was this elusive thing that he couldn't seem to find, no matter how many maidens he bedded? And then, like a bolt of lightning on a stormy night, it hit him. He wasn't looking for just any maiden. He was looking for the perfect match. The realization sent a thrill through him, and he knew that his quest had only just begun. King Edward's quest for the perfect match had left a trail of broken hearts in its wake. There was Emily, the sweet and innocent maiden who had given him her heart, only to be cast aside like a worn shoe. There was Rachel, the fiery and passionate one, who had burned brightly in his life, but ultimately been reduced to ashes. And then there was Catherine, the beautiful and alluring, who had come closest to capturing his heart, but ultimately fell victim to his fear of commitment. As Edward reflected on his past conquests, he couldn't help but feel a twinge of guilt. He had used and discarded these maidens like they were nothing more than pawns in his game of pleasure. He had promised them the world, only to deliver nothing but heartache and pain. But Edward pushed aside his doubts and continued his search for the perfect match. He was convinced that she was out there, waiting for him, and that he would know her when he found her. As he made his way through the kingdom, leaving a trail of broken hearts in his wake, Edward couldn't help but wonder if he was destined to be alone. Was he forever doomed to roam the earth, searching for a love that was forever elusive? Only time would tell. King Edward's search for the perfect match had become an all-consuming obsession. He scoured the kingdom, attending balls and feasts, seeking out the most beautiful and charming maidens. But no matter how many women he met, he couldn't shake the feeling that something was missing. One day, while out for a ride, Edward came across a beautiful maiden named Sophia. She was different from the others, kind, intelligent, and with a spark in her eye that seemed to see right through him. Edward was intrigued. He began to spend more time with Sophia, getting to know her, and finding himself drawn to her in ways he never thought possible. For the first time in his life, he felt like he was connecting with someone on a deeper level. As they spent more time together, Edward realized that Sophia was the first woman who had ever made him feel like he was home. She was the first woman who had ever made him feel like he was truly seen. But just as Edward was starting to think that he had finally found the one, Sophia dropped a bombshell. She was not like the other maidens he had met. She was not impressed by his wealth or his title. In fact, she was not even interested in being his queen. Edward was taken aback. No woman had ever rejected him before. But as he looked into Sophia's eyes, he saw something there that gave him hope. Maybe, just maybe, this was the start of something real. Edward was determined to win Sophia's heart, but he quickly realized that she was not like the other maidens he had pursued. She was not impressed by his wealth or his title, and she seemed to see right through his charming facade. Despite his best efforts, Sophia continued to elude him. She was kind and friendly, but she kept him at arm's length, refusing to be swept up in his romantic gestures. Edward was frustrated and confused. He had never met a woman like Sophia before. She was a mystery, a puzzle he couldn't solve, and he found himself wanting to know more. As he spent more time with Sophia, Edward began to realize that he had been making mistakes in his pursuit of love. He had been so focused on winning the heart of the perfect maiden that he had forgotten what it meant to truly connect with someone. But Sophia was different. She was a miracle, a gift that had been placed in his path to show him the error of his ways. As Edward looked into Sophia's eyes, he knew that he had finally found what he had been searching for all along. He had found a true connection, a sense of belonging, and a love that was real. Edward's reputation as a playboy king had preceded him. He was known throughout the kingdom for his charming smile, his quick wit, and his ability to bed any maiden he desired. But as he spent more time with Sophia, he began to realize that his reputation was not as impressive as he had thought. In fact, it was downright tawdry. Sophia saw right through his facade, and she was not impressed. She called him out on his behavior, and she refused to be swayed by his charms. Edward was taken aback. No woman had ever spoken to him like that before. But as he looked into Sophia's eyes, he saw something there that gave him pause. He saw a glimmer of hope, a chance to change his ways and become a better man. And he knew that he had to take it. With Sophia's help, Edward began to transform. He stopped his philandering ways and started to focus on what truly mattered. He became a better king, a better friend, and a better person. And as he looked into Sophia's eyes, he knew that he had finally found what he had been searching for all along. He had found true love, and he had found himself. Edward's transformation was not without its challenges. He struggled to balance his newfound commitment to Sophia with his duties as king. He found himself torn between his desire to be with her and his responsibility to his kingdom. Sophia, too, was uncertain. She had never intended to fall in love with the king, and she wasn't sure if she was ready for the sacrifices that came with being his queen. As they navigated their feelings for each other, they faced opposition from all sides. Edward's advisors warned him against marrying a commoner, while Sophia's friends and family urged her to be cautious. Despite the obstacles, Edward and Sophia couldn't deny their love for each other. They stole moments together whenever they could, their passion and connection growing stronger with each passing day. But as the days turned into weeks, they knew they couldn't keep their relationship a secret forever. They would have to make a choice, and soon. Would they follow their hearts and risk everything for love, or would they let duty and obligation tear them apart? As Edward and Sophia deliberated on their future, the king's past came back to haunt him. A string of conquests, each one a reminder of his former life, paraded through the palace, seeking to win him back. There was Emily, the sweet and innocent maiden who had given him her heart. There was Rachel, the fiery and passionate one who had burned brightly in his life. And there was Catherine, the beautiful and alluring, who had come closest to capturing his heart. Each one tried to tempt him, to lure him back into his old ways. But Edward was resolute. He had changed, and he knew that he couldn't go back to his former life. Sophia, too, faced her own demons. Her past was marked by heartbreak and betrayal, and she struggled to trust Edward completely. As they navigated their feelings for each other, they realized that their love was not a destination, but a journey. They would have to face their pasts and their fears in order to build a future together. Would they be able to overcome their doubts and fears, or would the weight of their pasts tear them apart? Edward, determined to win Sophia's heart, decided to use his legendary charm to seduce her. He employed all the tricks in his arsenal, from sweet whispers to grand gestures. But Sophia was not easily swayed. She saw through his facade, recognizing the same tactics he had used on countless maidens before her. Undeterred, Edward realized that he needed to try a different approach. He began to show Sophia the real him, sharing his fears, his dreams, and his vulnerabilities. Sophia, touched by his sincerity, began to see Edward in a new light. She realized that there was more to him than his charming smile and quick wit. As they danced around each other, their seduction became a game of wit and emotion. Edward used his words to paint vivid pictures of their future together, while Sophia used her intelligence to challenge his assumptions. In the end, it was not Edward's charm that won Sophia over, but his genuine willingness to be vulnerable and true. And as they finally surrendered to their love, they both knew that their relationship would be built on a foundation of trust, respect, and mutual understanding. Just as Edward and Sophia thought they had finally found their happily ever after, heartbreak and humiliation struck. A scandalous rumor spread like wildfire through the kingdom, threatening to destroy their reputations and their love. The rumor claimed that Sophia was not who she seemed to be, that she was merely a clever impostor seeking to win the king's heart for her own gain. Edward, refusing to believe the lies, stood by Sophia's side, but even he couldn't deny the doubt that crept into his mind. Sophia, devastated by the accusation, felt her world crumbling around her. She had given Edward her heart, and now it seemed that he was turning against her. As the kingdom turned against them, Edward and Sophia found themselves facing their greatest challenge yet. Would their love be strong enough to withstand the storm, or would they succumb to the heartbreak and humiliation that threatened to tear them apart? As the scandal surrounding Sophia's identity continued to swirl, Edward's old fears and doubts resurfaced. He had always been afraid of commitment, of being tied down to one person for the rest of his life. Now, with Sophia's reputation in tatters, Edward's fear of commitment threatened to destroy their relationship once and for all. He began to pull away, to distance himself from Sophia and the scandal that surrounded her. Sophia, sensing Edward's withdrawal, felt her heart breaking all over again. She had given him her everything, and now it seemed that he was prepared to throw it all away. In a desperate bid to save their relationship, Sophia confronted Edward about his fears. She showed him that commitment wasn't a prison, but a promise to love and cherish each other for all eternity. Edward, moved by Sophia's words, realized that his fear of commitment was nothing compared to his love for her. He knew that he had to overcome his fears and doubts if he wanted to build a future with the woman he loved. Edward, determined to prove his love for Sophia, made the ultimate sacrifice. He renounced his throne, giving up his kingdom and his title to be with the woman he loved. Sophia, overwhelmed by Edward's gesture, knew that she had to make a sacrifice of her own. She revealed her true identity, the daughter of a rival king, and risked everything to be with Edward. Together, they fled the kingdom, leaving behind the scandal and the heartbreak. They built a new life, free from the constraints of royal duty and expectation. But their happiness was short-lived. Edward's rival, a powerful and ruthless king, sought to destroy them both. He saw Edward's sacrifice as a weakness, and he was determined to exploit it. Edward and Sophia found themselves in a desperate race against time, fighting for their love and their lives. Would they be able to overcome the odds and build a future together, or would their ultimate sacrifice be in vain? Here is chapter 12, the final chapter of the story, chapter 12, Happily Ever After. Edward and Sophia fought bravely, their love giving them the strength to overcome even the greatest obstacles. In the end, they emerged victorious, their bond stronger than ever. They returned to the kingdom, where they were greeted as heroes. Edward's people hailed him as a true leader, willing to give up everything for love. Sophia was welcomed as a queen, her courage and loyalty inspiring the hearts of all. Together, they ruled the kingdom with wisdom and grace, their love growing with each passing day. They built a life filled with laughter, adventure, and joy, their happiness a beacon of hope for all. And so, they lived happily ever after, their love story etched in the annals of history as a testament to the power of true devotion. The end. Subscribe please and share, turn on notification bell for more fascinating stories like this. Thank you for watching.